I know it doesn't really look like much at the moment, but there is a typhoon on the way. It's supposed to be massive. So last night after work, I went down to the grocery store to get supplies. The typhoon that is coming is supposed to be a big one, like the one that hit here about 15 to 20 years ago. It just walked over this area and caused a lot of damage. Just a couple hundred meters to the south there is a town called Yanagawa. It was nailed by that typhoon. My friend lived there at the time, and he said that one building downtown, the entire roof was picked up in one piece, carried over into the middle of the road, flipped upside down, and dumped. A huge lumberyard was set on fire, and people from 20 kilometers away were calling in the fire. My friend watched a house next door to his apartment building. He watched the tile roof get peeled off layer by layer, and the tiles tumbled up the roof and went flying into the next field. This is something I'm not really looking forward to. But it was a little interesting at the mall last night. I went down to get bread, banana, milk, juice, tea, stuff we're gonna need. That was interesting. I just had a neighbor stop by. He is telling people that if an evacuation is called for, we're all supposed to go to the gym at the local elementary school, Lilia's school. I really don't expect to have to evacuate. I hope we don't. This house is only like 6 years old. It's not like it's some of these other, there are some old houses in the area, and I don't know if they'll survive a typhoon. There's some of them that I'm pretty sure won't. So I was saying, I went down to trial. There was no bread. It had been picked clean. For some reason, also bananas and carrots. Couldn't get them there. And the instant noodle section looked like it had been mauled by a bear. Well, I guess not really mauled by a bear, because if it had been mauled by a bear, there'd be bits of cup noodle all over the place. Instead, it looks like a pack of bears went through and were really, really hungry and bought up most of the cup noodle. I don't know why bears. So, after going to trial, I then went to Sunny to try and get milk and carrots and bananas. No bananas there either, but I did get milk and carrots. Then had to stop in at a convenience store to get bread. Then I came home last night and started doing preparations, like tying down the roof of the chicken coop, flipping over my picnic table so it doesn't go anywhere. Basically, putting away loose odds and ends. Anything else that I haven't tied down, if it blows away, I guess I didn't really want it. If a massive typhoon comes through, that rice field is going to look pretty impressive in the wind. And that cherry tree just might die. If it's impressive, there will be video. If you never hear anything from me again, you know my house came down around my ears.